तो अगले सेगमेंट की शुरुआत 104.9 FM एंड लेट मी वेलकम राज असावा जी. राज, कैसे हैं आप?
चीनी जी, मैं तो बढ़िया हूँ और लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड टू starting the show.
जी.
After a while I'm live here in the studio.
ओके. कहाँ वेकेशन पे थे?
जी बिल्कुल. एक महीने इंडिया चले गए थे और वहाँ से हमने आपको रिकॉर्डिंग भेजी थी ताकि ये सिलसिला जारी रहे.
हाँ.
मगर आज कई हफ्तों के बाद
जी
हम आज आपके साथ स्टूडियो में हैं, तो वी आर एक्साइटेड अबाउट दैट.
लकी यू. आप जाते हैं इंडिया वगैरह.
जी जी.
आइए आपके कार्यक्रम की शुरुआत करते हैं फन एशिया रेडियो पे.
Good afternoon, friends, and welcome to the HungerMitao segment, brought to you each week by the Indian American Council. We are your hosts, Raj and Aradhana Asava. Through this radio show, we raise awareness about the rampant hunger issue right here, right in our backyard, right in North Texas, and not just North Texas, across North America. And we also share with you ways in which we all can make a difference in the spirit of give where you live. Friends, along with North Texas, the HungerMitao movement has now caught on in Houston, New York City, and Atlanta. Together in these 4 communities, the Indian American community has declared war against hunger. They have stepped up in a big way and helped enable, Chiniji, believe it or not, they have helped enable in less than just over 2 years, 8 million meals across America. Amazing achievement. If there was a time to applaud, I would applaud right now for the community, the generous community, which has not only learned about the hunger issue, but through volunteering, through food drive, and through donations have made a huge impact in the fight against hunger. Friends, please take a minute to visit ntfb.org/IAC. Very easy website to remember. ntfb.org/IAC and learn how the Indian American Council, a purely volunteer group, helps local North Texas Food Bank in its fight against hunger, right here in North Texas. Well, listeners, today it is just me in the studio. As I was telling Chiniji, we just got back from India, and these long flights, they could be tiring. They take a toll on your body. Well, Aradhana has pulled her shoulder, so she could not join me in the studio today. But the show must continue on. So she has sent me out here. She said, I promise the listeners that I will join them next week. So this week, I'm going solo. So put up with me, my friends. So friends, here we are, early in 2020, and humanity is facing a huge challenge, and we are all grappling with a major shock. And this is only in January. The challenge I'm speaking about is the novel coronavirus. At the time I came on air, the numbers stood at just over 8,000 cases of this deadly virus around the world, with 170 people reported dead. It's been a huge toll on humanity. While the risk for us here in the US is low, just this afternoon we learned that the very first case of human-to-human transmission was reported in Chicago, US, right here. So be safe, my friends. This is the early innings of the coronavirus. God knows where it will go, but be safe. The shock that I talked about again early in 2020, it's a gut-wrenching effect on not just us here in US, but all across the world. The untimely death of NBA superstar Kobe Bryant and his teenage daughter, and 7 others who were on the unfortunate helicopter that went down in foggy weather in California. Friends, besides being unsettling, these 2 events make us pause and help realize how fragile and how unpredictable life is. And yet, many, if not most of us, live totally consumed in seeking out ways to add more to our material wealth. In most cases, at the expense of our health, knowing fully none of this will go with us. As the saying goes, khali haath aaye the, khali haath jayenge. Friends, please take time to spend with your loved ones. Give an extra hug this evening. Ask just one more question to your loved one about what is happening in their lives. You will find that to be more valuable than any material wealth you are accumulating. Don't want to sound too preachy, my friends, but clearly these events so early in 2020 has shaken us up. So while I have shared with you this gloomy news, let me also share with you a wonderful email I received from the North Texas Food Bank just recently. This email is not for me or for Aradhana. This email is for all the members of the Indian American community here in North Texas from the North Texas Food Bank. It goes, "Hello, HungerMitao team. I want to take a moment to send you something that has made me reflect on the important work you help the food bank accomplish. NBC5 recently featured one of NTFB's school pantry sites at location which is LK Hall Elementary in Dallas. The NBC show highlights one of the ways NTFB is fighting childhood hunger and providing hope to families in need. An educator reported that classroom achievement is up thanks to this program. This is what an educator has reported. And he also goes on to say that we find that true in not just at that school, but at other participating school sites. The email wraps up by saying, HungerMitao team, you help make this happen with your support, and we couldn't be more grateful. On behalf of the children and families we serve, thank you for your impact. Sincerely, the North Texas Food Bank team. It is heartwarming, friends, to see how the Indian community has put its support behind HungerMitao here in North Texas. We see volunteers who have now become regulars. I mean, every time I have gone out to volunteer, I'm now beginning to see familiar faces. Our volunteer shifts fill up within days of being posted. I do have one request, something that I have said before as well. Actually, it's an appeal. When you sign up for a volunteer shift, know that the food bank is depending on you to show up and do the work. Plans change, friends. So if your plans do change, we request you to cancel your volunteer registration ASAP. This helps in 2 ways. One, the food bank has an accurate count of how many people will help during the shift. And two, it frees up the space for someone else who wants to volunteer that day. So just don't randomly sign up for the shifts and then forget about it. If you commit to coming in to volunteer, please show up. This is an appeal. I certainly hope you'll take in the spirit in which it's being communicated. Also, we had asked for help from our community to help us amplify and accelerate the HungerMitao efforts. Basically, friends, what we are asking is that if you can give 2 hours a week of your time to this community building activity, please drop us a line through ntfb.org/IAC and click on the contact button. There, a form will open up, and in that, you can list down the skills that you have, or the amount of time that you can offer, or the areas that interest you, through which you can help the HungerMitao movement. We are always seeking skills like blog writers, graphic designers, web developers, speakers, volunteer organizers. There are many opportunities. Friends, this whole Indian American Council HungerMitao movement is not a 1 or 2 person initiative. This belongs to the Indian American community. As such, we ask you to get engaged, to get involved. We look forward to hearing from you. Once again, visit ntfb.org/IAC, go to the contact page and just list down your interest, and we will get hold of you. Finally, friends, in a flourishing economy which we are experiencing across US, our president says that this is the best economy in the world and everybody's doing great. Unemployment is all-time low. With that kind of a backdrop, it is hard to imagine that over 800,000 people in just North Texas struggle to put food on table. That is 1 in 6 person in North Texas. And alarmingly, this represents 1 in 5 kids who are living in food insecure households. The HungerMitao movement is all about raising awareness of this alarming issue and encouraging and engaging the Indian American community to be part of the solution to this humanitarian concern. And finally, friends, as we come close to the end of this program, as you know, it's a short segment. We do not want this thing to be a half an hour show. It's a 10 to 15 minute show to update you about the hunger issue, about the ways in which you all can get engaged. Oh, that reminds me, the volunteer calendar is filling up real fast. We are still in January, and we have already filled up over 100 spots for our February shift. So let me also share with you, friends, this year we are trying to get things a little bit more standardized. So third Saturday of every month is going to be the HungerMitao Volunteer Day. Third Saturday of every month. And you can go to ntfb.org/IAC, click on the volunteer button, and the calendar will open up, which will show 3 months, rolling 3 months. So you can sign up for that and block your spot and show up and enjoy volunteering with other fellow Indian American community members. It's a fun activity while it's a giving activity. And friends, I thank you for your generosity and for caring about others around you. Our focus is HungerMitao. So until next week, friends, remember, we may never be able to eradicate hunger, but it is our duty to ensure that no one goes hungry.